Emmett Louis Till was born July 25, 1941. Through music video tributes from award-winning musicians, we lift up his name in honor of all stolen lives. This is Music for Emmett. A music video tribute from Grammy-nominated and BET Award-winning singer-songwriter Raheem DeVaughn.
They say the world is changing, heading for the better. I wonder if God left us hanging. Feels like He ain't been providing no shelter for the stormy weather we've been facing. Still ain't got an answer since Marvin Used a long time ago. Oh, what's going on? I wanna know, who do we run to, and who do we call on? What's the use of still saying prayers if their fears they fall on? Wanna believe there's a better place when it's all said and done. The key is to keep the faith. It reminds me of a song Marvin used to say, somebody tell me. I wanna know. Mama played the song as a young boy, I would sing along. Marvin used to say, oh, what's going on? Seems like from birth I was cursed with a guilty complexion. Can't even walk the streets in peace without the fears of being arrested. Now the community's divided. We dying by thousands from this. Cities in shambles and riots. Who do we run to? And who do we call on? What's the use of still saying prayers if their fears they fall on? Wanna believe there's a better place when it's all said and done. The key is to keep the faith. It reminds me of a song Marvin used to say, somebody tell me. I wanna know. Mama played the song as a young boy, I would sing along. Marvin used to say, what's going on? What's going on? A message to the youth. You can make it. Keep pushing through until freedom, justice, and equality is one. We are one. So Tamika Mallory, keep pushing on. Keep pushing on. Jamani Williams, Alicia Garza, over to Melly, we are not alone. Angela Rice, Patrice Colors, my brother, my son. Oh, keep marching on. Marvin used to say, what's going on? Marvin used to say, what's going on? Thank you.
Emmett Louis Till was a well-mannered kid raised in Chicago. Beloved by classmates and kinfolk alike, Emmett's life was full of promise. In 1955, a few weeks after his 14th birthday, Emmett's mother, Mamie Till Mobley, reluctantly gave permission for Emmett to travel to Mississippi with his great-uncle, Moses Wright. She kissed her baby goodbye at the train station, and it would be the last time she'd see him alive. 3 days after arriving in Money, Mississippi, Emmett, his cousins, and other teens went to Bryant's Grocery and Meat Market. Emmett made a purchase and exited the store with his cousin Simeon. Carolyn Bryant, the wife of the store owner, also exited the store. Emmett whistled. Carolyn's husband, Roy Bryant, and half-brother J.W. Milam went to the home of Moses Wright in the middle of the night looking for Emmett. They pulled him from his bed, kidnapped, beat, and tortured him in a shed. They shot Emmett in the head, disfigured, and dumped his naked body in the Tallahatchie River, weighting it down with a 70-pound cotton gin fan. A music video tribute, Mother Mamie's Reflections, from the Grammy-nominated Dialogues on Race by bassist and composer Gregg August.
Emmett was born the 25th of July, 1941. He was the happiest baby in the world. Happiest baby, happiest baby. He was the happiest baby. What about your ring? Daddy's ring. Daddy's ring. Daddy's ring. Sheriff Strider wanted an immediate burial. It wouldn't be good to say to Mississippi. It wouldn't be good for people to see what had happened. For people to see what had happened to Emmett Till. Mr. Rayner, do you have a hammer? If you can't open the box, I can. And I'm going in the box. I had to see what was in there. About three blocks away, an odor met me that nearly knocked me out. It was Emmett's body. I saw his tongue had been choked out, lying down on his chin. This eye was, and it was out, and it was lying about midway the cheek. I looked at the bridge of his nose, and it looked like someone had taken a meat chopper and chopped it. I looked at his teeth because I took so much pride in his teeth. His teeth were the prettiest things I'd ever seen in my life, I thought. I only saw two. Where are the rest of them? They'd just been knocked out. His ears were like mine. They curled. They're not attached. They curled up. I didn't see the ear. Where's the ear? And that's when I discovered about here. And I could see daylight on the other side. And I could see daylight on the other side. I said, it was necessary to shoot him. I also discovered that they made an axe across his head, and the face and the back of the head were separate. Face and the back of the head were separate. Mr. Rader wanted to know, was I going to have the casket opened? I said, oh yes, we're going to open the casket. We're going to open the casket. He said, well, I said, oh yes, do you want me to open the casket? Do something for the face? Want me to try to fix it up? I said, no, people see what I see. But I want the world to see this. To see this.
Carolyn Bryant accused 14-year-old Emmett of touching her hand, grabbing her by the waist, and making sexual advances. At the trial of Roy Bryant and J.W. Milam, an all-white jury delivered a not guilty verdict in just over an hour. Months later, they proudly confessed to the murder in Look magazine and were paid $4,000 for their story. In 2017, author Timothy Tyson claimed that Carolyn Bryant recanted her testimony, which her family denies. An original song and music video tribute by Roberta Lea.
Carolyn, your lies have been a mighty wind. Southern trees are forced to bow and bend. The truth you barely whisper. Carolyn, you leave a trail of broken men. Your words will make them sink or swim in blood flooding the river. And all the while you hear the sound of mothers crying for their child, so deaf in ear, so blind in eye. But why, Carolyn? Was death always the punishment? Your house is filled with mice and men, their actions far from honor. And all this time it's in their eyes, their souls are burning, fueled by lies, so cold and hard, so numb in mind. But why, Carolyn? Your silence has been deafening. I beg you, let our freedom ring, and love so kind to answer. Carolyn, one day you'll see his face again. The child who paid the price for your sin will hold your soul for ransom. Carolyn, one day you'll see his face again. The child who paid the price for your sin will hold your soul for ransom.
Family members of Emmett Till have been fighting for justice ever since his murder.
But for your family, it's been 66 years.
Well, we have been on this mission after Mimi Till Mobley passed, Emmett's mother, since 2005. But we are at a point now where we want to demand justice. We have a petition that we have put out that is demanding that Carolyn Bryant Bonham be charged as an accomplice in the kidnapping and murder of Emmett Louis Till.
Thinking about the fact that Mamie went to her grave, never seeing justice for her son. Carolyn Bryant, having lived a full life in her 80s and still never answering for the role she played. She is totally and wholly responsible for the lynching of Emmett Till. If you want to join us, you can send a text message right now. You can send a text message. And that means that you are joining in the fight. That means that you want your voice to be heard. And if you have any sway, and even if you don't, you should, with your elected officials, especially your Black elected officials, your congressional elected officials, tell them that you want justice for Emmett Till.
I was born in 1948. 1955, I was 8 years old. I remember hearing on the news what had happened to Emmett Till in Mississippi. It was a tragedy then, it's still a tragedy now, that begs and demands for justice, for racial justice, for equal justice. No family, no Black family, but no family in the world should have to endure what the Till family has endured all these years. So we add our voice to the demand for equal justice for the family of Emmett Till.
Over 65 years after Emmett Till's murder, America is still reckoning with hate crimes, killings by police, gun violence, and mass shootings directed at people of color. A music video tribute from the 3-time Grammy Award-winning Sounds of Blackness featuring High School of Performing Arts, edited by Atomic K Productions.
I'm Ruth Richardson, State Representative for District 52B, representing Mendota Heights, Inver Grove Heights, Sunfish Lake, and Eagan. It's an honor to be with you tonight, commemorating what would have been Emmett Till's 80th birthday. My parents grew up in the Deep South, my dad in Alabama, my mom in Mississippi. Both grew up in the shadow of the trauma of the brutal murder of Emmett Till. My grandparents on my mother's side were sharecroppers, and my mom worked the cotton fields as a little girl. It's not lost on me that I'm just one generation removed from the oppressive system of sharecropping, and it is not lost on me that while years have passed, the fight for racial justice continues. I'm proud to be chief author of House File 2586, the Emmett Louis Till Victims Recovery Program. This bill is so important because the legacy of historical and contemporary lynching and government-sponsored equal protection violations has caused and is causing significant trauma and harm in our communities. This bill is about supporting families, and it's about building systems of support to address the trauma. This bill is about owning our truths, it's about reconciliation, and most of all, this bill is about hope. The hope that tomorrow can be better than today, and the hope that justice and healing will be available to all, not just a few.
Hey, what's happening, y'all? Taye Diggs here. I am here to take a couple of seconds humbly and help commemorate and honor Emmett Till in this 80th year. I don't need to preach to the choir. We all know the importance of reminding and remembering and the power that has when it comes to education and change. So yeah, let's continue to do what we're doing and continue to hold this name and memory up so it is not in vain. I have some great news. I am blessed to be on a show called All-American. And one of the young actors with whom I share the screen, Jalen Hall, it was just made known to me that he's going to be playing Emmett Till in an upcoming, I believe it's MGM film. So I love how the universe works. Please know that this role is in very good hands. So blessings. Yeah, and thank you for all the work that you're all doing, and let's continue. All right now, peace.
Although thousands of African Americans have been lynched in the country, the United States has struggled for over 100 years to make lynching a federal crime. In 2020, the Emmett Till Anti-Lynching Act passed by the House of Representatives but stalled in the Senate.
The pain of the people of America, witnessing what we have witnessed since the founding of this country, which is that the Black lives have not been taken seriously as being fully human and deserving of dignity. And it should not require a maiming or torture in order for us to recognize a lynching when we see it and recognize it by federal law and call it what it is, which is that it is a crime that should be punishable with accountability and consequence.
And the question is what side of history will we ultimately be on? I'm telling you right now, this celebration will come. This moment in American history will come. On the House side, I want to thank Bobby Rush, former Black Panther. I want to thank him for his leadership and generational commitment to racial justice in America.
I introduced the Emmett Till Anti-Lynching Act years ago. I reintroduced it this year. It passed the House and couldn't get a vote in the Senate. This bill would make lynching a federal crime. It would be listed as a hate crime, which has far more serious punishment, far more serious repercussions under federal statutes. I'm optimistic that finally we will get the Emmett Till Anti-Lynching Act passed into law. My optimism is unending, unyielding. So is my determination and perseverance. We will, in the name of Emmett Till, make lynching in the United States of America a hate crime.
Hi everyone, I'm Adrienne Warren and I play Mamie Till Mobley in the new upcoming ABC Limited series, Women of the Movement. I just wanted to take this opportunity to thank every single one of you for being here to celebrate the legacy of Emmett Till. Celebrating Emmett's life is so important. Who he was to his family, his friends, his loved ones, the impact his life has had on the entire world, that can never be taken away. Thank you so much to the Emmett Till Legacy Foundation. Donate if you can and do whatever you can to amplify their work. I am so grateful to have this opportunity, and happy birthday, Emmett. We love you.
To learn more about the legacy of Emmett Till, visit EmmettTillLegacyFoundation.com. A music video tribute for ALA.NI and Adrian Young, Lament for Emmett Till, adapted from the poem by Claudia Jones.
Mother, mother, you who bore a son of sorrow, white-washed justice shall well read more than it can ever sow. Cry, cry, raise your fist. Murder, murder, seal the land in more than angry bands. Uncle, uncle, he who stood facing lynchers' from handing Jim Crow's dark of word meeting, parading child. Cry, Lynch, raise your fist. Murder, murder, seal the land in more than angry bands. Tears, blood and pain, all mixed in rage. Sorrow comes again and again when I am there at heaven's gates. Will I be free? People, you swore vengeance for this brutal hour. May your unity so all of strife to avenge this young man's life. Cry, cry, Lynch, raise your fist. Murder, murder, seal the land in more than angry bands.